Controversies in the U.S. election 2020 are far from over. Outgoing U.S. President seems firm on his decision to not concede. President-elect Joe Biden called Trump's refusal to concede an embarrassment, and he promised that nothing would stop the transfer of power.
I just think it's an embarrassment, quite frankly. The only thing that, how can I say this tactfully? I think it will not help the president's legacy. We are already beginning the transition. We're well underway. And the ability for the administration in any way by failure to recognize this our win does not change the dynamic at all in what we're able to do. And nothing's going to stop that. And so I'm confident that the fact that they're not willing to acknowledge we won at this point is not of much consequence in our planning and what we're able to do between now and January 20th.
Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo issued a rather worrisome statement. He said that there will be a peaceful transition of power, but only to a second Trump administration.
There will be a smooth transition to a second Trump administration. All right, we're ready. The world is watching what's taking place here. We're going to count all the votes. When the process is complete, there'll be electors selected. There's a process. The Constitution lays it out pretty clearly.
Donald Trump has alleged widespread fraud in the election, but he has not yet provided any evidence to support his case. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has backed Trump and said that he is well within his rights to challenge Biden's victory. Joe Biden has secured 290 electoral college votes. The number is far more than required for him to win the presidency. Republican lawmakers in Pennsylvania have requested an audit of the election results. State Representatives Doug Kiefer has called for a bipartisan investigation to see, and I'm quoting here, if the election was conducted fairly and lawfully. The Justice Department is looking into alleged voter irregularities in Pennsylvania. The case was brought to light by a whistleblower who claims that illegal postmarks have been added to some of the mail-in ballots that arrived late. Some senior Republican aides in Congress say that Trump must soon produce significant evidence or accept the mandate. WION correspondent Jagrati Dave sent us this report from Washington, D.C. Listen in.
Well, this is the comments made by Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. There were some suggestions that he was joking. He laughed a little bit after he made that statement. He has been doing the rounds with interviews where he has been either clarifying or backtracking, depending upon your interpretation, saying that he's confident of a transition to either a Trump administration or a Biden administration. But, you know, Mike Pompeo has always been a Trump loyalist. When he made those comments, it was seen very much as yet another Trump administration personnel who is backing the president's pursuit of legal challenges, despite the lack of evidence to suggest any nefarious business in the way the ballots have been counted.